Welcome back to Albums Born Today, where we delve into the history behind albums celebrating their release. It's May 11th, 2024. Let's explore what the past has in store for us today. Woodstock, music from the original soundtrack and more, is a live album documenting the historic Woodstock Music and Art Fair, held in August 1969 in Bethel, New York. The album's creation reflects the spirit of the counterculture movement of the late 1960s and the unique cultural moment that was Woodstock. Woodstock was originally conceived as a for-profit music festival, organized by a group of entrepreneurs led by John Roberts, Joel Roseman, Artie Kornfeld, and Michael Lang. They envisioned it as a way to capitalize on the burgeoning interest in rock music and youth culture. The festival was scheduled to take place from August 15th to 17th, 1969, on a dairy farm owned by Max Yaska in upstate New York. It was billed as an Aquarian Exposition, 3 days of peace and music, and was intended to feature performances by some of the biggest names in rock and folk music at the time. However, Woodstock quickly grew beyond the organizers' expectations, with an estimated 400,000 people descending on the rural location to experience the music, art, and community spirit of the festival. Despite logistical challenges, including traffic jams, food shortages, and bad weather, the event became a symbol of the hippie movement and the spirit of the 1960s counterculture. The live album, Woodstock, music from the original soundtrack and more, was released in May 1970, less than a year after the festival took place. It features a selection of live recordings from Woodstock, showcasing performances by some of the most iconic artists of the era, including Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, The Who, Santana, and Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. The album captures the energy and excitement of the Woodstock Festival, as well as the diverse range of musical styles and genres represented at the event, from rock and folk to blues and psychedelic rock. It includes memorable moments like Jimi Hendrix's electrifying rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner and Joe Cocker's soulful interpretation of With a Little Help from My Friends. Woodstock, music from the original soundtrack and more, was a commercial success, topping the charts in both the United States and the United Kingdom. It became one of the best-selling albums of 1970 and has since become a classic and a definitive document of the Woodstock Festival and the spirit of the 1960s counterculture. Three Imaginary Boys is the debut studio album by the English rock band The Cure, released in 1979. Formed in 1976 in Crawley, West Sussex, The Cure initially consisted of Robert Smith, Michael Dempsey, and LOL Tolhurst. The band's early sound was influenced by punk rock, but they quickly began to experiment with atmospheric and melodic elements, paving the way for their distinctive style. The recording of Three Imaginary Boys took place in late 1978 at Morgan Studio in London, with producer Chris Perry. The album showcases The Cure's evolving sound, which blends elements of P-punk, post-punk, and new wave with Smith's introspective lyrics and distinctive vocal delivery. Lyrically, Three Imaginary Boys explores themes of adolescence, alienation, and the search for identity, reflecting Smith's own experiences growing up in suburban England. Upon its release in May 1979, Three Imaginary Boys received mixed reviews from critics, with some praising its raw energy and innovative sound, while others found it derivative of the punk and new wave bands of the time. Commercially, the album achieved moderate success, reaching number 44 on the UK Albums Chart. Despite its initial reception, Three Imaginary Boys has since come to be regarded as a classic of the post-punk era and a seminal album in The Cure's discography. It laid the groundwork for the band's later success and influence, showcasing their unique blend of dark atmospheres, catchy melodies, and introspective lyrics. Following the release of Three Imaginary Boys, The Cure underwent numerous lineup changes and stylistic shifts, but the album remains a testament to their early creativity and musical vision. It continues to be celebrated by fans and critics alike as a landmark in the history of alternative rock. Nightclubbing is the fifth studio album by Jamaican-American singer Grace Jones, released in 1981. Grace Jones had already achieved success as a model, actress, and singer by the time she began work on Nightclubbing. The recording of Night Clubbing took place in 1981 at Compass Point Studios in Nassau, Bahamas, with production handled by Jones herself, along with Chris Blackwell and Alex Sadkin. The album features a diverse range of musical styles, including reggae, funk, new wave, and post-punk, blending electronic and organic elements to create a unique and innovative sound. One of the defining characteristics of Night Clubbing is its use of electronic instrumentation, including synthesizers, drum machines, and sequencers, which give the album a futuristic and otherworldly quality. Jones's vocals, meanwhile, range from sultry whispers to powerful declarations, conveying a sense of mystery and sensuality. Thematically, Night Clubbing explores themes of nightlife, decadence, and urban alienation, with Jones serving as a charismatic and enigmatic guide through the nocturnal underworld. The album's cover artwork, featuring a striking photograph of Jones in a bold androgynous pose, further emphasizes its avant-garde aesthetic and provocative spirit. Upon its release, Night Clubbing received widespread critical acclaim and commercial success, reaching the top 10 in several countries and spawning several hit singles, including Pull Up to the Bumper and I've Seen That Face Before, Libertango. The album's bold experimentation and boundary-pushing sound helped to solidify Jones's status as a pioneer of electronic and dance music. Night Clubbing remains one of Grace Jones's most acclaimed and influential albums, celebrated for its innovative production, daring style, and fearless attitude. It continues to inspire artists across genres and generations, cementing Jones's legacy as an icon of music and fashion. Be Yourself Tonight is the fourth studio album by the British pop duo Eurythmics, released in 1985. By the mid-1980s, Eurythmics, consisting of Annie Lennox and Dave Stewart, had already achieved significant success with albums like Sweet Dreams, Are Made of This, and Touch. However, for Be Yourself Tonight, they sought to explore new musical territory and challenge themselves creatively. The recording of Be Yourself Tonight took place in 1984 to 1985 at Connie's studio in Cologne, Germany, as well as several other studios in London and Los Angeles. The album features a more guitar-driven sound than Eurythmics' previous work, with Stewart showcasing his skills as a guitarist and arranger. Thematically, Be Yourself Tonight explores themes of love, desire, and self-discovery, with Lennox and Stewart drawing inspiration from their own experiences and observations of the world around them. The album's title reflects the duo's commitment to authenticity and self-expression in their music. One of the album's standout tracks is Would I Lie to You?, a soulful and energetic song that became one of Eurythmics' biggest hits, reaching the top 5 on the charts in several countries. The song's success helped to introduce Eurythmics to a wider audience and cemented their reputation as one of the leading pop acts of the 1980s. Be Yourself Tonight also features collaborations with several prominent musicians, including Aretha Franklin, who lends her powerful vocals to the song Sisters Are Doing It for Themselves. The track became a feminist anthem and remains one of Eurythmics' most iconic songs. Upon its release, Be Yourself Tonight received widespread critical acclaim and commercial success, reaching the top 10 on the charts in several countries and earning multiple Grammy Award nominations. The album's bold experimentation and infectious energy helped to solidify Eurythmics' status as one of the most innovative and influential acts of the 1980s. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Feel free to leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Keep the music alive, and we'll see you in the next video.